the chapter 22 to 25. Yeah. श्रीभगवानुवाच प्राकाशं च प्रवृत्तिं च मोहं येव च पाण्डवा न द्वेष्टि सम्प्रवृत्तानि न वृत्तानि काङ्क्षति उदासीनवदासीनो गुणैर्यो न विचल्यते गुणा वर्तन्ते इत्येवं योऽवतिष्ठति नेङ्गते समदुःखसुखस्वस्थः समलोष्टाश्म काञ्चनः तुल्यप्रिया प्रियो धीरस्तुल्यनिन्दात्मसंस्तुतिः मानापमानयोस्तुल्यस्तुल्यो मित्रारिपक्षयो सर्वारम्भपरित्यागी गुणातीत स उच्यते. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, O son of Pandu, he who does not hate elimination, attachment, and delusion when they are present or long for them when they disappear, who is unwavering and undisturbed through all these reactions of the material qualities, remaining neutral and transcendental, knowing that the modes alone are active, who is situated in the self and regards alike happiness and distress, who looks upon a lump of earth, a stone, and a piece of gold with an equal eye, who's equal towards the desirable and undesirable, who's steady, situated equally well in praise and blame, honor and dishonor, who treats alike both friend and enemy, and who has renounced all material activities. Such a person is said to have transcended the modes of nature. Very nice set of slokas. I request any Mataji or Prabhuji to just like go through only the shlokas one more time. Yeah, if you have that. Yeah, the shlokas alone. Yeah. Thank you, Prabhu. Any Matajis?
Hare
Jai
Krishna
Mataji.
Mataji.
Mataji. Hare
Yeah, go
Krishna.
ahead, Mataji. Kalyan Mataji, can you read it? Yeah.
Thank you, Mataji.
Just the
Hare
shlokas
Krishna.
alone.
Bhagavad
Hare Krishna.
Gita 14.22 to 14.25. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Prakashancha Pravrittincha Mohameva cha Pandava Nadveshti Sampravrittani Nanivrittani Kankshati उदासीनवदासीनो गुणैर्यो न विचाल्यते गुणा वर्तन्त इत्येवं योऽवतिष्ठति नेङ्गते समदुःखसुखस्वस्थः समलोष्टास्मकाञ्चनः तुल्यप्रिया प्रियो धीरस्तुल्यनिन्दात्मसंस्तुतिः मानापमानयोस्तुल्यस्तुल्यो मित्रारिपक्षयोः सर्वारम्भपरित्यागी गुणातीतः स उच्यते. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. Very nicely read. Yeah. So Arjuna has put three questions to the Lord. What are the three questions? He's asking what are the symptoms of a person who has transcended the three modes of material nature. He's asking about the symptoms of a person, and then he's asking what is his behavior. What is the behavior of the person um, who has transcended the three modes? And then how did he transcend? The third question was how did he transcend the three modes actually? Right, the symptoms of the person transcended the three modes, the behavior, and how did he transcend. So in these four set of slokas, the first sloka, Bhagwan is answering his first question, right? Like, what is the symptom of the person? In the shloka number 22. And then 23, 24, and 25, he's saying, what are the behavior of such a person? So let us take the shloka 22. In this, Bhagwan is saying, Bhagwan Uvacha, Prakasham cha pravrittim cha moham yeva cha pandava. The person who have transcended what he does is, like, when these things, what are the things? Prakasham, like the illumination and the attachment and delusion, all these things, when it is present, he doesn't hate that. He just takes it like very equally, so he doesn't, when they are present, he doesn't really hate that. And na dveshti sampravrittani na nivritani kankshati, and he does not even long when they are disappeared. What are the things? What are the what are the things he doesn't like really care for? Even if it is there, he doesn't like really hate them. The prakasham, the illumination, the delusion, and the attachment, when all those things are present also, he doesn't really hate them. And when it is not present, he really doesn't go for longing for them. So that is the symptom of the person who has transcended the three modes, he says. And then the behavior, he is just talking one by one. In the first loka here, in 23rd, the behavior of the person who have transcended, what Krishna says is Udasina Vadasino. He is neutral. That person who has these symptoms, when he takes this prakasham, the attachment and the delusion, everything, he doesn't neither hate nor long. That type of person, what he does, he understands the material modes. He understands that he is not disturbed when all these material modes react. So he is neutral. Udasina vadasino. He is neutral. Gunair yona vichalyate. Gunavartante ityevam yovatishtati nengate. He knows that these modes are three modes: sattva guna, rajo guna, and the tamoguna, right? All the three modes are acting. So he is very neutral by knowing this. So what happens when the three modes are always acting? What happens to a person? The person, like, he identify himself to the body, and therefore there is always envy, right? Like hankering for more and more. Envy, if he doesn't get that, he wants really more and more and more. There is no limit for that. And when he gets that, he has to protect that also. So like there is a type of fear also, how he is going to save it, right? And he envies. If he doesn't have, and if somebody has that, what he anchors for, he becomes envy for that. So all these type of things are there for the person who identifies himself with the body where the three modes are acting. But the person who is beyond the three modes, who have transcended the three modes, he doesn't lament, or there is no longing for him, or there is no hankering that he doesn't have this, he wanted more. He is very neutral, and he is very happy also. He is like in a very neutral stage. He neither laments nor he wants, hankers for anything. Here Prabhupada says in his purport, when a living entity stays in this material world, embodied by the material body, it is to be understood that he is under the control of one of the three modes of material nature. When he is actually out of the body, then he is out of the clutches of the material modes. But as long as he is not out of the material body, he should be neutral. He should be neutral. That is what the person who has transcended, he does. He is neutral. As long as this as long as this material body is there, and when the living, this soul is not identifying its own nature, right? Like he doesn't understand that I am the spirit soul. When the person is identifying himself with the body, the moment when he's identifying himself with the body, the embodied, right? Then immediately the three modes are acting on him. Immediately it is attacking. When the three modes attacks, what happens, right? Envy, passion, everything automatically comes. So this body is made up of 24 elements, like starting from the Panchamahabhuta, earth, water, fire, ether, everything, right? Until the subtle elements, mind, intelligence, false ego, and everything. So what happens when the person identifies himself with the body, then all these, like the all the three modes of material nature are attacking him. It's been like he's been pulled by the material modes. When he's been pulled by the material modes, then there is no happiness at all. There are a lot of things which is going beyond. He keeps anchoring, and he wants some permanent happiness which cannot be found in that, right? The person will be kept on pulling by the three modes. But a person who is in an elevated platform, who has transcended, his conscious remains neutral. That's what Prabhupada says here. Even though he is in embodied, he is in this body, he doesn't identify himself with this body, so he is neutral. The moment when he is not identifying himself with this body, then the three modes are not attacking him. So, how does he do that? Now, let us just dive deep into it. Three modes are acting on us, right? So, why three modes are acting on us? Because we are convinced that we are this body. We are this body. So, this body is not spiritual. This body is material. Only this soul is spiritual. The spirit soul, right? Only the soul is spiritual, but this body is material. When a person is identifying himself, when he is convinced that he is only this body, then immediately the three modes are also material, right? All the three modes of material nature are material. So it can act only on material things, it cannot act on spiritual things. So here the body is material. Completely the body is material. It's made of 24 elements. It's completely material. So where will the three modes act? The three modes will act on the material body. But when the spirit soul is not identified, when the person is not identifying himself, I'm a spirit soul, when he's not identifying himself as I'm a spirit soul, and when he's identifying himself as the material body, immediately all the three modes of material nature are attacking him. That's how, we are being put into that. But a person who's elevated, he is always centered. What happens? Even though when he is in this body, he knows that this body is material. I am not this body, I am the spirit soul. So he is always centered, and what he does, he transfers his bodily consciousness. He doesn't have any more that bodily conscious. He transfers his bodily conscious towards Krishna. He follows the Krishna consciousness. He transfers his consciousness towards the Lord, towards Krishna. When that mood is there, then he's always focused on the pleasure of the Lord. He always wanted to do some devotional service, and that's how his complete one pointed focus is in. He doesn't identify anymore with the body. He doesn't identify anymore with the body in the sense, like, he doesn't look for any sense gratification or anything, right? So in that case, he doesn't identify himself with his body at all. When that is there, then automatically the material modes will never act on him. He is neutral, even though being in this body. So therefore, polluting by sense gratification or by purifying by doing devotional service are the two choices towards Krishna. If we wanted to get polluted by doing sense gratification, or if we wanted to get purified by doing devotional service, these are the choices. This is the free will given to each and every living entity. The person who has transcended that, he purifies himself by doing devotional service. He selects that choice. He goes for that choice and he stays neutral wherever he is being positioned. That's why he is easily able to transcend the three modes of material nature. He engages himself in the devotional service of Krishna. He is one pointed focus. Whatever comes, it doesn't matter for him. No sense gratification, right? Because like he knows that he is not this body and the three modes are not acting on him. When the three modes act on him, then only envy, like everything, anger, everything comes. Like you wanted the greediness, everything comes. When the three modes are not at all acting, then what is the point here? Where is the point of sense gratification? So that's how he is staying neutral. Prabhupada also mentions here that he does not need to accept the dictation of material body. He therefore, like he is not identifying himself with his body. So there is no purpose of like there is no point of like accepting the dictations what the body is saying, right? Okay, I want this sense gratification to be done. There is no point of like doing that whatever the body is dictating. Does not need to accept the dictations of the material body. The qualities of the material body in the body will act the yeah, but as spirit soul the self is aloof from such activities. How does he become aloof? He does not desire to enjoy the body, nor does he desire to get out of it. The person is neutral. He neither desires to enjoy the body, nor he desires to come out of it, come out of the body. Because like his focus is very clear. He always wherever he is, he wants to please Krishna. His focus is devotional service. That's why he is neutral and he has transcended all the three modes. How does he become aloof? He does not desire to enjoy the body, nor he desires to get out of it. Thus, transcendently situated, the devotees become automatically free. He need not try to become free from the influence of the modes. He doesn't really endeavor, like doesn't really struggle hard to transcend the three modes. Automatically, he is aloof from the three modes of material nature because his focus is very clear. His focus is a one focus, pinpointed focus, just for the pleasure of Krishna. That is the stage of the devotee who, that is the stage of the person who have transcended the three modes. He does not need the material body at all. Actually we all think that we need the material body. The soul needs the material body, but the soul doesn't need the material body at all. We have actually accepted this material body for what? For fulfilling our sense gratification, whichever is left over in our previous janmas, right? The soul doesn't really need this material body. Just for fulfilling the sense gratification, we have accepted this material body. It is the soul itself is completely satisfied. When a person realizes this, we don't need this body at all. Why do we need this body? Like, why do we need to do sense gratification? When that question arises, then there is no point we need this body at all. And the spirit soul, we are the spirit soul. The spirit soul is completely satisfied. When a person is understanding, when he comes to that understanding point, then automatically he transcends the three modes. He does not accept any dictations from the body. Do this, do that. Nothing. He cannot. He doesn't. He remains aloof from that. That's what Prabhupada said in this purport. So we have to think where we are, right? Like how much time are we using in our devotional service? How much time are we using for our sense gratification, right? So by seeing this, like we have to gauge ourselves where we are. And the next two shlokas also is talking about the behavior of the person who have transcended the three mode. Samadukka Shuka Swastha. He is situated in self. He is like neutral and he is situated in self. What is the behavior of that person? Samaloštashma kanchanaha. He looks upon everything same, a lump of earth, a stone, or even kanchana, like the gold. Everything looks same for that person who have transcended. And then tulya priya priyo dhiras. He is steady. He's steady whenever there is something desirable or undesirable. And tulya nindatma samstutihi, when he is being praised, nindatma, when he is like being blamed also, ninda also, he is steady. He never like laments, or he never like pom poms and nothing. He is always steady for anything desirable or undesirable. If he's been praised or if he's been blamed, nothing touches him. He is always neutral. That is one of the few behavior. And then in the fourth shloka also, Krishna continues about the behavior of the person who has transcended the three modes. Manapamanayos tulyas, tulyo mitrari pakshayo. Honor or dishonor, he doesn't even like care for that. He is equipoised whether he's been honored or whether he's been dishonored. And then friends, enemies, he doesn't have anybody saying like close friends, or he doesn't treat anybody like his enemies. Tulya mitrari pakshayo, there is no pakshas for him. Sarvaramba parityagi, he renounced all the material activities. This person, what Krishna says finally, gunatita sauchyate sa uchyate, such a person is beyond the three modes of material nature. Sa uchyate, he is transcended the three modes. So when somebody is honored or dishonored, he doesn't care. This person who has transcended, he doesn't care because he doesn't identify with the body at all, right? Like, so if somebody is coming and honoring us, whom are they honoring? They are honoring this body. Are they honoring the soul? No, right? They are honoring this body. But this body is not permanent, it is temporary. So the honor and dishonor, whatever that body is getting, is also temporary. This person knows that. So he sees everything neutral, right? Sama dukkha shukasvastaha. His honor and dishonor also, everything is similar to him. He sees that. Then, like, he knows that this honor and dishonor is only for this body, material body, which is temporary. So why pay attention for that? And then, like, be a hindrance? Anything which is coming as an hindrance in his way to serve Krishna, in his way to do devotional service, he doesn't care for that. That is the mood of this person who has transcended the three modes. So he keeps continuing his devotional service. He never stops for anything like this, honor, dishonor, blame, or even if he's been praised. No, he is not at all worried, because those are the hindrance for his devotional service. And the other thing is also, when something favorable comes for him in his devotional service, when something is favorable, he doesn't really differentiate whether it is a piece of like a lump of earth or a stone, or even even a piece of gold. He doesn't really differentiate. But anything from a lump of earth to the piece of gold, anything, it matters. If it is favorable in his path towards devotional service, he will just consider it. He will just take it into consideration because it is helping in his progress towards devotional service. That is the focus of this person. He accepts whichever is favorable in his devotional path and he rejects. So that's what, like, we already in the before shloka also we said, right? The choices polluting by sense gratification. It takes the person away, so he doesn't away from Krishna, so he doesn't accept that. Anything purification for the devotional service, then it is favorable, so he accepts that. This person who have transcended the three modes, he does that. Anything he will accept. He doesn't differentiate from the lump of earth to the piece of a gold. He doesn't differentiate anything. Everything he treats it as the same. He accepts it only if it is favorable in his path towards the devotional service. So he also, like, he's in a different platform, right? He has transcended the three modes, so he is in a higher platform, and he sees people, he sees the other living entity from that level. When he sees everyone from that level, everybody looks similar for him, same for him. He doesn't differentiate. He is my friend, he is my enemy. There is no matter of friends and enemies for him at that level. He sees everybody sama. That's why here one of the qualities Krishna says, he neither has friends nor enemies. He sees everybody as same. Tulyo mitrari pakshayo. He doesn't have any differentiation there. Everybody is, anybody favorable, he will just accept. Anything favorable, anybody unfavorable, he will not accept. So in this way, such a person will not lament. He doesn't have anything, oh, I want this. He will not lament. He is completely satisfied. He is completely satisfied, and he remains happy in that transcended level. So here, let us just see very nice explanation Prabhupada gives here. And I lost the page. Let me just yeah. Prabhupada also tells us social and political issues do not affect him because he knows the situation of temporary upheavals and disturbances. He does not attempt anything for his own sake. He can attempt anything for Krishna. But for his personal self, he does not attempt anything. By such behavior, one becomes actually transcendently situated. So, he is in a different platform. He is fixed and he is focused. He treats everything same. He doesn't differentiate between friends or enemies or the people who are encouraging him or praising him or blaming him, nothing. So he ignores and continues his devotional service. That is his pointed focus. He continues his devotional service. That is the platform where the person who have transcended all the three modes. So now, after hearing all these behavior symptoms and the behavior of the person who is in that uchate, in that transcended platform where he is, we can also think where we are, what is the choices we are taking, and how can we also transcend. Can we do that? Can we do that? Are we there, or can we even think about it? Yes, definitely. The very easy procedure for this, how can we also transcend, is the only thing is surrender to Krishna. Krishna himself says, right, surrender unto me. When we surrender to him, automatically this will happen. So the very easy way to surrender to Krishna is doing devotional service, following, practicing Krishna consciousness. The ultimate mood of surrender is like chanting the Maha Mantra. That is the ultimate mood. When we take complete shelter of our Guru and Krishna and chant in a very one pointed focus with serious and sincerity, with the mood of calling Krishna sincerely, definitely this will happen. Definitely, we also can transcend the three modes, but we cannot do by ourselves. We need the help of our Guru. Guru and Krishna will automatically help us when we follow this process of devotional service, and the key is the surrender and chanting. So this is the stage. This stage only everybody wants to attain. That transcendent stage is so blissful and happy. The person is neutral there, right? And what is the vision of the person? Like, he is equipoised in all all situation, when he's equipoised and nothing, and the three modes are not at all affecting him, not at all acting on him, then what does he need, right? That is the happiest. No disturbance, no anxiety, and completely permanent happiness. That is the stage the whole world is looking for. That is what everybody, each and everybody wanted, is wanting to aspire for. But they don't know that this surrender, this devotional service, this bhakti yoga is the way to reach that level. So we are fortunate to do know this, right? We are fortunate. We are reading Bhagavad Gita, we are hearing Bhagavad Gita, we are chanting, we are hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. So we are fortunate to know the route towards transcending the three modes, because we know this, that bhakti yoga is the only way, surrender is the only way to reach the stage. Let us all try to follow this, and let us try to be in this mood, and chant regularly, and hear to Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam classes regularly. Thank you so much, Matajis and Prabhujis. Any doubts and comments, you're welcome. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyev chai patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you for the opportunity. Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you, Ratna Mataji.
Hare
Any
Krishna Mataji.
doubts?
Thank you,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna, welcome. Yeah.
Thank you, Mataji. Mataji, it's not a doubt, but I'm little confused
Mm.
and what do you call, difficult to accept once the statement here.
Ah,
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, O son of Pandu, he who does not hate illumination, attachment, and delusion when they are present, or
yeah.
long for them when they disappear. That is, we will anyway not long, no? When they disappear, we will be very happy. All this attachment, delusion, and I think
Yeah,
illumination,
even when it is there, he will never hate it. That is the key there, right? So that is where we have to
yeah, that is also
understand
difficult.
how
I think
neutral
to
the
reach
person
that
is.
stage is so difficult. If I'm having delusion, I will not want it. I will not like it. And when you're
Mm,
in a delusion, I think you're not even knowing that you're in a delusion. Correct, no, Mataji?
mm.
Only
Yeah.
when you chant and when you the guru, you will understand the direction in life.
Yeah, but that's what Mataji here, when we are identifying with our body, then
Body.
it becomes difficult, right? So
Mm,
it is definitely not easy. It is not a overnight procedure. It takes a time, right? So these are the thing. These are the symptoms. These are the symptoms and behavior.
anarthas.
Krishna says, hmm. It will come,
Anarthas which we.
Mataji. We don't know how it comes. There is no theoretical points. Okay, you do this, you get this. You do this, you get this. It's not like that, Mataji. This is
Mm,
something
mm.
like a magic. Guru will help us. Guru and Krishna will automatically manifest
Param
that.
drishtva nivartate. I think so. We have to
Ah,
focus on a higher taste. We should have a higher taste
yes.
when all this will go away.
Yes, automatically this one will, we don't even have to endeavor to get rid of this. It will automatically disappear, and one day we come and see what happened, how did it disappear? We ourselves will not even
Hmm.
understand how did we attempt to disappear that. It is not our attempt to do it. It is Krishna's mercy that automatically all these things you're saying, right? Param
Hmm.
drishtva
Param
nivartate.
drishtva.
It
Yes.
will go. Hmm.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. It was a wonderful class. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mataji.
But
Thank you,
Mataji,
Mataji.
Hare
Thank you
Krishna
so much for your
Mataji,
question.
here when you say delusion, it is means helplessness, isn't it, Mataji? When a person is helpless, he becomes totally
Yeah,
deluded actually.
yeah,
Because there
he
are
is
many
like,
people will always
yeah,
sometimes I will be totally helpless when I'm in a particular situation. So
yeah.
delusion means that, isn't it? I don't know. I'm not very
Yes,
sure
Prabhu,
the
that's what even
definition of
my,
delusion.
yeah, that delusion that is my understanding too. The same thing, what you were saying. Yeah,
It's a state, kind of a state of confusion, Mataji. You're not in the reality.
yes. You don't understand what is happening. So that stage, how does it come? Because you're confused, and completely that saturation confused state is what delusion, I guess, where you're not able to go forward or neither look backward or know what is happening in that current stage also, right?
The helplessness also means, that you are in reality, of course. Because,
Yeah.
okay, I've failed my exam, or I've lost my job, or I've not done well in my job, or
Mm.
something, all that, you're feeling helpless. I mean, it is a situation that anyone will feel sometime. Okay, I've not
Yeah.
done well in an exam. I'm helpless, like, oh, I've got very low marks or something like that. I know that is what I feel. Every human being also will be in some situation like that, in some way or the
No,
other.
everyone has that, Prabhu.
Mhm.
Everyone has that.
Yeah.
Till we are in this material body and identifying
Well,
ourselves.
exactly. Over the
Can we take this delusion meaning for dreaming also, Mataji? It can be also dreaming, na? A person dreams certain things and that is not reality, or sometimes he longs for in his dreams certain things. Delusion.
Mataji,
These are
your
the
voice is
different levels
breaking.
of
Can you come again?
consciousness. These are
Okay,
the
so
different levels of
ma'am,
consciousness, and I think so. Prabodhananda Saraswati says that even what we are doing on a daily basis is also kind of a dream state. I read about this in
Dream.
Bhagavatam, and
okay,
maybe Sridhar Prabhuji can highlight and clear our
uh,
doubts, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji,
Yeah.
can we take it? Hare Krishna,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna, ma'am.
Hare Krishna,
Yeah.
Prabhu. Sridhar
Yeah.
Prabhu. Here, Prabhu.
Um,
We are talking a little bit more on delusion.
Uh,
Can you just
delusion,
highlight
I
that,
Mataji,
Prabhu?
I
actually,
take
we
it
are
as
always
it can
correct.
be
What
dreaming.
you said
Hare
is we
Krishna.
are always in a three state of affair, awake, dream, and
Dreaming.
sleep, deep sleep. Deep
Yeah,
sleep is when you are unconscious, or I mean, that's the three state, isn't it, Mataji? I mean,
yeah, it's
yes.
kind of a continuum, Prabhuji. These are basically three main stages, but probably in the continuum, probably delusion is one of the state of consciousness only,
Mm,
which from which we have to come out, and that will come out with mindfulness and chanting, and
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yes,
when
I
we are out of this material consciousness, slowly that will overcome that.
yeah.
Sure.
See,
I
Agree
I
with
couldn't
you,
yeah.
tell
Mataji. Yeah.
my
I took it.
Hare
I
Krishna.
took it.
Yeah,
Hare
please go ahead.
Krishna.
Yeah.
Hare
No, no,
Krishna,
Prabhuji,
Prabhu.
please go ahead. I was just
No, in this specific context, delusion means moha. That is, Arjuna had delusion in the beginning, moha. That
Mm.
I mean, just try seeing what is not there. I mean, it's not a
Mm.
reality, but see, a lot of times we get very worried about some things which is not really there, isn't it? So
Mm.
overall, the living entity is actually hankering for something which is really not existent. Okay, that is delusion in a philosophical way.
Hare
So,
Krishna
yes,
Prabhuji, can I
Yeah,
like,
please.
yeah, so,
Yeah.
Prabhuji, sometimes when you give your remote control to somebody, when, when your mind is flickering and somebody more powerful controls you, your delusion increases. And only when you come, like you surrender to the Lord or listen to somebody whom you think really. See, when this Ritvik started,
Mm.
we were also shaken up. Everybody, and I don't think 90% of us. I mean, if I very proudly say, like, I didn't have even a single thought that I will not go with Guru Maharaj. I mean, it was not my. I won't say it's my thought. My this thing, the delusion was only because of Krishna's and Guru's mercy. So
Yeah.
that time when you're in a flickering state, you need to depend on somebody whom you can trust. Only then your
Right.
delusion. See, like as Prabhu said, more Maya, that is what binds us to the material world. And only
Mm-hmm.
only when you can go to somebody, like how Krishna went, how Arjuna went to Krishna.
Arjuna.
Arjuna went to Krishna and surrendered. Till he asked for help, Krishna did not give him help. So we also have to cry out, whether you go to your mother, you go to your
Mm.
father, or you go to your teacher, or you have to be careful with a friend. It is very, very important that you have a mentor in your life whom you can. And we are so lucky. Sri Hari is just arm away. I mean, it is very important that you come out of this delusion, because it's always flickering. Your thought processes are good, bad, yes, nahi, why can't I do this? And your mind is also a good lawyer, which will tell you, no, you can do this. Why not? You can do this.
You cannot come in illusion if you use your intelligence. You have to be always using your intelligence. Like I am telling you from Ritik, he was mentioning about Ritik. I won't mention so many Prabhupada disciples who were guru also. They also, I don't know what was the reason, they also got joined with Madhu Pandit. But later on, they realized and then came back. And so, if suppose some his disciples were Kenem also, when he changed his mind, his disciple will also got delusion. Actually, maybe I don't know about history that about Guru how they preach their disciples, but I know one or two Guru who was in illusion. Actually. So always Prabhupada always says Krishna consciousness is using own intelligence. Because when Krishna was explaining to Arjuna, Arjuna was using his own intelligence. Then he surrendered to the Krishna. He blindly he argued so much with Krishna before surrendering to Krishna because he was using his intelligence.
Mind and intelligence.
Right.
So please, whenever there is a delusion, please seek help. Always. There are two
point will be the yes or no. Always
you're always debating. We are always debating, and we'll always go to the weaker side of things because it's more
Right.
easier. It's more attainable.
Because we are in delusion.
Absolutely. We are always in delusion, Mataji. We've not come
But
up to the stage. Any stage,
but
we've not come
Mataji,
up.
actually,
Even with so
Mataji,
much.
we are
Yes,
sorry.
Prabhu.
Yes,
Sorry.
Mataji,
Prabhu.
we are always in a dream state actually,
Yes.
because every time we think, oh, my son is I should have got a better salary.
Yeah.
We always know
Yeah,
that we are in a dream
absolutely.
state all the time.
Yes.
I want a better car. This one, I should have got a better salary. We're always dreaming. Then we'll think like this, that. Isn't, I don't know, but I
That's
think
why
Yeah,
it
we
is like
have to
that.
absolutely.
chant every day. We have to chant every day these 5 things, right? ABCDs, association,
Yes,
taking the
yes.
Krishna
Oh, that is
That's
the
Prasad.
what
only
We
Krishna
have
says,
to
that is the
do
only
you
that.
should always
solution.
think of me. You should always think of me. Otherwise, you'll
Yes.
be in a dream state.
The
Yes,
whole
You'll
of
Prabhu.
Bhagavad Gita,
automatically be
Krishna
in a
is
dream
only
state.
teaching
Otherwise,
this.
if you think of Krishna all the time, then you are not in a dream state.
Yes.
That's what
Yes.
I feel. So, Prabhu Mataji.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
Prabhu. Very nice.
Mataji, the whole of Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna is only teaching this only, Mataji, of how a Dhira Muni behaves, what are the qualities of a devotee, and he keeps saying, come
Yeah.
and surrender to me, come and surrender to me, and you will
To me,
Yeah.
exactly.
yes.
Again and again, he's
Again.
teaching.
He's
See,
only
like
saying
today,
surrender
every day
and you'll be
morning, we are hearing that we are carrying this mood maybe for a couple of hours, and then, like, towards evening, again, we are falling in the concept of bodily concept. Okay, we have to do that, this, as Prabhu said,
Mm.
right? Like,
Mataji, evening is
so
too far. Once we
As
close
soon as
this
you
afternoon itself.
podcast, we are again into the material world. Evening is very far, Mataji.
even
That's
while
true,
Uh,
listening to
Prabhu.
the class, you're giving so
even
many
while
instructions. Do this, ye bana lo, ye kha lo, ye
uh,
sarir hoega, we have to go there. So, Mataji, it's a long, long journey, and we've just
Yes.
started taking a baby steps. And you should pray to
Yeah.
Krishna and
start
Guru that we stick to it.
Stick to it.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
exactly,
And
Mataji. Yeah.
association is so important. And thank you,
being
Mataji,
in
for
Yeah.
wonderful
Oh,
being in
Thank
class.
you,
okay.
material.
Mataji.
And thank you
That's
all
why our
Okay,
devotees.
Hare
cry
Krishna.
with the chanting, it has to be, I think, like with this mood, when we go for chanting, it will be much more serious,
Yes.
right? We have to chant
It is
much more
material life
serious.
is like quicksand. So it is so difficult. You have to come out of it.
And quicksand, Mataji,
Right.
and chanting is the rope that can pull you out of this quicksand.
Yes,
Chanting is
Mataji.
the
And
rope.
You
association.
Absolutely.
know, it is
Yes,
that
yes,
rope.
Mataji.
So
Very
please
nicely
surrender
said.
to the
Very
Lord.
nice.
Thank you,
Mm.
Kalyani Mataji.
Hare
You
Krishna.
ask
Okay, Hare
questions and
Krishna.
we open up to a debate, which
Yeah.
is very, very
Okay,
important.
Hare
And
Krishna.
thank you, Mataji. I love to hear your classes as
Oh,
Thank you,
usual.
You are
Mataji,
Mataji.
listening
Thank
I'm
you.
Kalyani
seeking
very good.
seeking for help. I'm a
Thank you.
material. I'm into this
We all
material quicksand.
we all seeking for help. What do you think? I mean,
Everybody.
I
Everybody.
Yes.
every day. I mean, it's whether you seek it from your juniors, seniors. We all are
Doesn't matter.
seeking for help, Mataji. We are all in the same boat. Don't worry.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
Mataji. Thank you so much.
The
Hare
anchor is
Krishna.
so
Thank you.
strong. my anchor is so strong, it will not let me drown. So your anchors are
Prabhupada
strong.
ki jai.
इतना प्रभुपाद और गुरु महाराज की
Ki
इतनी
jai. Prabhupada
इतना
ki jai.
अच्छा
Guru
है.
Maharaj ki jai.
So
Yes.
continue.
Yes,
Thank
Mataji.
you,
Thank you so
Mataji.
much for the guidance and
Thank you so much.
association.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all.
Hare
Thank you so
Krishna.
much.
Hare
It's a
Krishna.
wonderful
Done.
discussion. It's a wonderful
No,
discussion. Thank you so
we
much
should
for all
have
the-
it, and we should tell we should have it off. It opens up so many venues, Mataji. Thank you for the
Yes.
class, and thank you everybody. Hare Krishna. Thank you,
Thank you.
Kalyani
Thank you.
Mataji. You come up
Thank you,
with questions
Mataji.
which
Thank you,
helps us
Sumatra
also.
Mataji. Thank you,
Hare
Baba.
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare
Thank you.